Hello there guys, Elita Legionarii here, bringing you another 3 vs 3 31k for Rome Total War. Today I'll be playing as the Scipii Romans, and I'm teamed up with the Titans clan. In the centre is Titans Hades, and on the far right, or far left rather, is Titans to Megatheron, or this is Beast actually. Now I'm just going to pause this quickly because I want to just talk about Beast's formation. I've done a few games against Beast lately. He's a really good player, extremely good in the use of Rome, and I love the formation he used. In fact, if I see someone else use a really good formation, I think it's effective. I have no problems using it myself. I don't think all that belongs to them. I'm not going to touch it. I mean, Biscuit's anti-Rome formation with the bullhorns and stuff. As soon as I saw him use it, I thought, man, that's a good formation, especially in 1-for-1. I'll use that. And Beast has this formation where he has quite a large skirmishing peeler screen. I think it involves about 5 different peeler screens, and then he puts his cab up front and automatically rushes his enemy. So here we see him using the Spqr, and he's going to rush Zerberus' army here. Now you watch how awesomely effective this is. Zerberus is trying to link up like you'd normally do in a 3v3, and Beast is just going to rush him straight out with his Praetorian cav. Now he doesn't have wedge formation. I think it's not necessary. It's just for a mass assault, and of course he's totally out of formation here. And I mean, he just gets this wonderful cav start here and just charges in, and he routes one, and he severely knocks these two units down into the 60s, and it's just a quick little strike and it is just disrupted Zerb quite badly. And Beast has done this to me as well, and I really like this. So I mean, in future you'll actually see me start using this tactic. I watched a few of the replays, and I watched how Beast went about it, and I've got to take my hat off to him. It's a really good tactic, and he just really makes it work. I mean, look at the disruption and just problematic errors it's caused for Zerberus, and I really like that. Anyway, as you can see, here's an actual look at this formation. It's like 2 peeler screen, 1 peeler screen, then 2 long ones, and then 3 here, and it's really effective. And I've used it a couple of times myself, and I'll show you in some videos where I upload it, where I use it. And I'm not as good as Beast with it, obviously, but even the first time I tried it, I just loved the effectiveness of it. And because I'm an aggressive, attacking, rushing kind of player, it's right up my alley. So I take my hand off to Beast for using that formation, and I hope he doesn't mind my borrowing it, because I really like it. I'll take anyone's formation. If I think something's good, I'll use it. I mean, I just love new formations and new strategies and tactics, and if someone comes up with something good, then I'll try and learn it. Anyway, I'll pause it so I can outline the armies. I just wanted to point that out quickly because it was a quick assault by Beast, and I just didn't want to miss it. So I'm playing Scipii, Hades playing Scipii, and Beast was the Senate. Our opponents are Parker, who is the Brutii, Tut of the IBEROS clan. He has the Seleucids, and of course Zerberus has Julii. Now the original part of the plan was a slow controlled peeler strike against the Seleucids. I was to rush up but not actually start a major engagement, just in the amount of peeler, and Hades was supposed to support me, and I think Beast was just going to cause some disruption where he did, kind of like what I showed you. But that didn't really come off that way because the Seleucids quickly rushed the centre, which is pretty typical, to be honest. Seleucids should be in the centre because the infantry is not very strong. Should have really expected that and rushed much quicker than I did, but I just didn't. But anyway, let's just have a look at the armies. I'll just unpause it. My army consists of 6 Praetorians and 14 Urbans. This was at Beast's direction. He wanted me to do it this way, and I mean, usually I like to create my own armies, but I listen to people like Beast because the experience is there, and he had a clear battle strategy, and we went along with it. Titans Hades, his army consists of exactly the same build as me, slightly different formation setup, and Beast again is the same, so we're all the same army build. We check these guys out. Parker has got the Brutii, obviously. He's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Praetorian cav, yeah. And then it's, I think, 13 Urbans and 1 first cohort. And then the Seleucid army consists of, let's see, he's got a peasant, 4 silver shield legionnaires, 1, 2, 3, 4, I believe that is 10 silver shield pikemen, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, is it 5 or 6? I think that's see, yeah, that's 6 cataphracts. And Zerb's army, let's see, I think it's 14 urbans and 6 Praetorians as well. He's taken a bit of a damaging knock. Nothing too drastic, but sometimes with those kind of that rush attacks, I've seen Beast do it so badly disrupt someone that he can destroy their army before they can form it up, and I really like that. So anyway, I'm just going to move up here, and I'm just having a quick peeler duel with Parker. Me and Parker are mostly kind of evenly sort of matched in this fight, and we're just going to scrap it out at an even pace. A lot of the aggressive action takes place more from Beast and Hades, basically. So Beast has got his guys right up against Zerb's front lines here, and he's just going to absolutely pump peeler into them, and Zerb is quite out of position here. Well, not out of position, but he's in good range for a lot of these peeler strikes. Some of them go into the Seleucids as well. Titans Hades should have no problem breaking through the Seleucids. They're no match for his urbans. We do have to be careful of their cavalry attacks because they've got plenty of cavalry, and cataphracts can be dangerous, although they're a bit more difficult to control. If they get a good charge in, it can be very dangerous indeed, so we have to be careful. But I'm confident in my allies. The Titan players are great players, great clan members, and extremely effective. Now here I move my guys up so that these guys are pinned, and then I'm going to dump peeler into the next row here so I can destroy this lot. I'm probably throwing too much peeler though, because he's going to have more peeler later on, so I probably shouldn't have done it this way actually, because I end up destroying this peeler screen. But the way Parker's done his peeler screen, he's done them in rows like this. Now he ends up throwing his peeler at these guys, so the peeler duel's pretty even, perhaps slightly in Parker's favour. But I just create some more testudos, and we kind of break off pretty even really. Yeah, it's probably in his favour actually, but I end up kind of leaving the playing field when he attacks more. Over here you can see Beast and Hades are combining their strikes here against Zerb, and quite a few kills. They're being steady here, but I mean they've got to be very careful. Most of the action's over here, but this is another thing I like about Beast's peeler screens, because you can put them on guard mode like this, and there's enough of them that they can soak up quite a lot of the cab charge, and then the back rows of urbans can throw peeler into the cab. It's pretty effective. Over here you can see just steady kind of fighting with the infantry against the Seleucids. Parker is going to start pushing up against me, and here's where I'll activate more peeler against him now, and I should even the playing field in the peeler fight. I'll use my testudos just to distract and hold them. I decided to send just one quick cav through here to try and get a couple of these guys to rout, see if I get them to do a full counter charge, and then send all my cav, the remainder of my cav in on them, and pull my infantry in to support. Over here, as you can see, Hades is supporting Beast, and they're doing a really nice job. Beast is actually winning this fight here. I think he's got some infantry in supporting him. I have some infantry in supporting him, and then Hades is going to send some more cav in here. These two are really great players, doing a fantastic job. So here I charge my cav, and he charges in over here. I decided to try and crack the centre and get a route going there, and I get 4 units of his guys all together. I'm going to try and disengage, and then I'm going to throw my back lines of peeler into his cav here, reinforce my infantry. As you can see, Hades' cav's getting broken. So cavalry support from Beast is coming quite handy. He's going to get a nice charge to the side of these cataphracts. And Zerb is pretty disrupted and just being chomped down steadily by the infantry fight there. At this stage, the infantry scrap is pretty even again between me and Rules Parker. No one's getting a massive edge, neither in the infantry or the cavalry. I got a good charge off here and got a few of his guys here, and I quickly disengage again. I might have started to get a bit of an edge at this stage, but Toot's going to start sending all his cav my way, so I'm going to be at a slight cav disadvantage in a moment. And because quite a few of my allies' cav has been damaged in their fights, I'm going to hold out a wee while on my own. But overall, the infantry fight, cavalry fight, fairly even actually. Now when he pulls out, I decided to make another quick charge in the hopes that I could get more damage in. I didn't probably coordinate this right, because he's going to get a counter charge, which is, as I usually go on about, is very dangerous. So I'm going to try and get out of this quickly. Unfortunately, I don't think we've got a great charge, otherwise I would have lost more cavalry just now. And I'm alright, didn't really lose any, and there was no major damage. Now the cataphracts come, and they're going to come in, but Hades is going to come and support me, thankfully. Otherwise I would be a bit worried by the overwhelming number of cavalry coming up against me. As you can see, Beast has broken through Zerb, and they're now pouring onto the flank of the Seleucids. So the big cavalry duel's holding out here, so all I'm trying to do is just hold. hold out here. The charge comes through, but Hades has got my back supporting it here, so and that's going to break through here. It's not going to rout them. Some of my guys are routing because the cataphracts got good charges. Now we are all fully engaged here, so the cataphracts are going to get a pretty big counter charge. But all I got to do is just hold on against over here basically and just help. I've got help, so I should be able to do it. And as you can see, Beast is pulling in behind the Seleucid line, so these guys should start to break fairly quickly. As you can see, they're starting to break now, and when that happens, I'm going to get support from the allies. As you can see, this part of my formation is breaking under the cataphracts. But fortunately, because my allies are so close on hand, it's alright. I'm going to charge in here in the hopes that I can at least do a bit of damage and save my general's unit from being killed. Overall, the fight between me and Parker has been fairly even for the majority of the game, to the later stages where the enemy had slightly more cav, and that put me at a bit of a disadvantage. But great work from Beast and Hades has enabled us to break through, and they've wrapped up the Seleucids, which is surprisingly holding out quite well, even though they're totally outflanked, which is not very common that the Seleucids should survive that long, but there they are doing just that, so it's quite good on their part. So as you can see, I'm going to start pulling my cav right around now. The infantry fight is, I'm doing pretty well on my side of the fight, not a lot going on over here, it's all synergy here. I imagine Beast is going to have a lot of kills because he's still in the thick of the action, doing really well. And as you can see, the Seleucids are starting to finally break. And I'm going to pull my infantry in, my cavalry in, and that should break the remainder of Will's Parker's infantry in this general area. And it does. Hades is going to give me assistance there, and then we hit Parker's general and they rout. The cataphracts are still alive, but I think Tut is going to admit defeat in a moment or two. So another good one, Titans clan, very good 31k players, very good with Rome. I don't think I've ever seen them not use any other faction but Rome, but they are very good with Rome. And they've got some really awesome formations and uses, so you know, when I play a lot of these the other clans and stuff, I always observe formations, see if there's anything I would really like to use myself, and that formation by Beast is one I particularly thought it's very well devised, it's very opportunistic, and it's very clever, and I thought, you know, I'll take advantage of it in future. So I have a few future vids where I start using it, and I must say it's very effective. So here are the kill stats. Big kills to Beast there with 1,758, but Hades has got a very nice 1,665, so close kills to them. I've only just got over 1,000 kills. My fight with Parker was pretty even. It was looking pretty good. I probably actually did get the infantry edge, but then those cataphracts came along and kind of leveled the playing field a bit there. So me and him were fairly even for the entirety of our fight. But as you can see, aside from Parker doing quite well, his allies didn't do that great, and that was due to the extremely good teamwork between Beast and Hades. So have a look at the statistics here. Okay, let's see. I didn't have the first cohort. This must be Hades' army here. Pretty good kills for his cav, and his infantry's got quite a lot of kills as well. And my army must be at the bottom here. Let's have a look-sees. My cav didn't do great, probably could have done a bit better, and it's all pretty standard with my build there. So another good game though. Look out for those Titans guys, they are very good 31k players, always very challenging indeed. It's a great game to you everyone, hope you guys enjoyed. Please leave comments guys, as always I love reading your comments, love the feedback. So thanks for watching guys, and I'll see you soon next time.